So, hello. I just woke up, as you can probably tell. But anyway, I was thinking, I saw my friend yesterday, and we did some songs, which will be a little EP called the Songs of a Sommelier. And I bit down on a olive pip the other night, and a bit hard, and my tooth is quite sore. Not that sore, but it's sore. So it's not great. But anyway, what to do? I realised a lot about talking with my friend. He's works as a care worker, and so he's quite wise in many ways, actually. I realised that yeah, I have the ability to kind of just walk away from the stuff, sure, but also it's my instinct. And he was saying I should very much follow my instinct about many of these things. And, it's sort of like that, really. I should, no? I think I should, anyway. So I sort of realised that perspective was not super great, so because of the goddamn tap! Anyway, that was so dramatic. But my god, that tap, man, I just can't do it. I've tried everything. Okay, anyway. What to do? Start drinking? It's my maquillage where I look like a fucking ghoul, But anyway. I'm looking beautiful for no one, from just the other shadows of the streets. Bit of Edith Piaf there for you. This my mother did, actually. This thing here. I don't know when, but she did it. This my friend did from years ago, and this one is Quentin Crisp, who, super important figure in my life, actually, in many ways. Partly aesthetical, and partly, more so, actually, not partly, but mostly philosophical, actually, in many ways. But anyway, that's another video to talk about Mr. Crisp. Yeah, so I have to think to myself, okay, go into these spaces and instinctually, instead of excluding myself off totally, I think it's wiser to go with your instinct, because I think that's true. I'm learning more and more is that to go with your instinct is the best thing to do in social situations. Because generally it won't be wrong, in comparison to, say, the mark shot of your mind or processing or whatever you think you should say or do or be. Whereas instinctually you can tell if someone's kind of not interested, actually. And it just takes, the thing is, people know this. I mean, I know this. But it's your own ego that you have to get over, saying, no, that can't be what it is. It has to be something else. Maybe I just smell funny, or maybe I'm just dressed a weird way, or I said the wrong thing, But nah. It's generally not that. It's your whole holistic self, everything. It's not one component that if you changed, they would like you or not like you or whatever. It's not like that. It's not, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not oh, people don't like me because maybe that means, therefore, that I'm a psychopath or a raging narcissist or something. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think it's just people, different strokes for different folks. Some people like cheese, some people don't like cheese. Some people like, I don't know, a certain type of curry, and some people don't eat that sort of curry. And it's sort of like that with people a lot. It's a choice. It's like capitalism, baby. But, and so you think to yourself, okay, I know, it's I'm high or something. It's cute, drifting. It's that thing when you're on your feet and you kind of want to move, you're kind of I'm a boxer. But, no. One smack here and I'm down. Yeah, it's really instinctual with people, and being honest, I guess, right? Being honest in the ego sense with yourself, too. You have to be sort of aware to say to yourself, actually, you know what? This person just probably doesn't like me for reasons that are so many tiny little, glitter particle reasons that I'll never know. And so there's no point in pursuing it. And it also talks a lot actually about the other person, right? Like I'm finding this a lot with these albums I make, and this question I have, and I pose to you guys, to the people that might watch this. Um, never. You know what I should do, how I should treat this. But but yeah, it's my instinct already tells me what to do. You know, like I would never send it to them because you know, like, what's the point in bringing like some form of trauma to someone else, or some sort of reawakening things that have been dormant? And also, it's just bizarre. Like, why would you do that? I think it's also, I mean, it's purely for me and my end. It's almost purely a selfish reason that I've done it, that I've made these records. It's because I wanted to, you know, like I think I've said it before in this, but I'm really inspired by Daniel Johnston, and I think that he has such a way of, I mean, a lot of his songs are about love and heartbreak. I mean, sometimes he's not that explicit, but sometimes he is. And I think for me, like creativity, like the punk thing as well, like creativity musically, is such a powerful force, and it's so expressive, and but it's so subjectively individual at the same time. It's about that. It's sort of about creating or being brave or whatever. I don't think I'm brave, but I mean, just like piercing through what's commonly done. Not necessarily though to like aim and fire at someone, but just to like, why can't I make albums about people that I had sex with once? Or I felt, because I don't think like this temporal numerical aspect of it. Oh, you had once you had something with someone, and therefore you are like, you know, fucked or something. I don't think so. I just don't. I think humans are more complex than that. I think you can meet someone once. I mean, there's this whole thing, you know, where people go, "I met the love of my life. I only met them once, and I just knew straight away." And it's not. I'm not saying that for me, but I'm just saying like that there is that feeling of, okay, we're intimate with each other, right? And I think that that's something as well, that you're intimate. I'm just gonna move this. Yeah, and so I think like that intimacy is something which it should be explored, and it should be celebrated. And I think that's what I would try to do with this music, for example, and my creativity. I don't want to like create a negative space for it. I want to create like a beautiful um, feeling about it. You know, I want to try and celebrate what happened, whilst also trying to understand it on my own accord. How I misinterpreted something, why I did what I did, why they did what they did, more significantly, I guess, and yeah, how to, I don't know, like how to make it work, how to process it so that you can shoulder it and then just move it on, like just let it go. And I think a lot of it's highly instinctual. That's sort of my point, I guess, is that it's a highly instinctual kind of thing to do. And so yeah, you know, it's like that. It's really I don't know how else to sort of pursue it, or how else to do it. And yeah, anyway, on a whole other thing altogether, I I'm really thinking to travel somehow. Don't know how, but if I can, I really think to travel. Probably not to India. Probably not to like Asia right now. Um, just because there's a lot of more preparation work for that. Actually, funnily enough, it's cheaper in many ways, they say, but then there's a whole like prep work that if you want to be safe and stuff, you have to do. Vaccines and passports and all this other stuff like visas and stuff. Um, and also it's just not really. I want to go to a space where I want to go to a place where I don't know, like I don't feel so much of an outsider. Weirdly, you know, I think like I'm making all these like Desi albums, but then after I've made them, I don't think actually I want to like immediately go to India or Sri Lanka or whatever. Which is, you know, you would think, wow, Mila, you've made all these albums. I'm sure that's where you want to go and see if you were correct in any real way. But actually, no, I want to go to the UK and check out the music scene there in Manchester and the queer scene there actually. And I want to check it out in Italy, not so much that aspect of Italy, but my friend and stuff like this. And yeah, I don't know, see Portugal. I just want to go to Europe again. I want to go to France. I might do a working holiday to France, so I want to go and see France before I do that, because, you know, that's quite a commitment of time and money and effort and a whole different language. Like the shit kicker jobs that I will get there, I'd have to be semi-fluent in French before I, you know, go there. So I gotta start writing my French albums. You know, like otherwise, that's how I learn. I think. I really want to try and write a Hindi album too before I stop the Desi albums. I have to try and figure out what to write about, how to write it, this, that, la la la. So yeah, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, it's my idea. As a little closing idea for this little weird video. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have some coffee. Bye!